Arsenal fans, a persuasive take on the current situation. Arsenal supporters must confront the reality that their team is unlikely to secure any trophies this season, and may struggle to break into the top four. Mikel Arteta, like most elite football managers, excels in the art of coach speak. However, phrases like "support the players we have," "we deserve to win the game," and "we're going through a tough period," only serve to obscure the truth that this team falls far short in terms of championship credentials. The average Arsenal fan is more likely to win the lottery than witness this year's team clinching the EPL or Champions League title. The club's weaknesses, particularly subpar finishing that has plagued their game throughout the year, are too pronounced for this group to secure a major trophy. The sooner Arsenal fans accept this harsh reality, the sooner the club's management can meaningfully address its shortcomings in this area. Gabriel Jesus isn't improving. Gabriel Jesus is a likable guy, but Arsenal fans aren't looking for someone to marry their sister. They seek a cold-blooded finisher who creates goal-scoring opportunities with the precision of a US Marine sniper. Unfortunately, Gabriel Jesus has never been that and, more importantly, never will be. Even on his best day, Gabriel Jesus is a substitute striker or a supporting winger. On a normal day, Gabby is a player better off replaced within or before the 60th minute. On his worst days, he is a terrible waste. That's why Guardiola never trusted him as the central forward in must-win games. Arteta, who observed Jesus closely for several years, should be aware of this. Praising Jesus for his pressing ability is akin to admiring a sports car for its capacity to carry multiple golf bags in the trunk. While that's a great bonus, it doesn't replace a world record quarter-mile time or high performance on the skid pad. There's a reason why Man City never won the Champions League relying on goals from Gabriel Jesus. It's the same reason why Arsenal will never win if they rely on goals from Gabriel Jesus. He's not good enough, struggles to stay in form, and his substitute is even more ineffective. It's evident that Mikel Arteta has a lot of trust in Eddie Nketiah. What isn't so clear, however, is why. This is a player who scored 19 goals in 108 EPL appearances, averaging a goal every 5 games. This is not an impressive return for a £100,000 per week salary. At this rate, he'd have to break James Milner's EPL games record to reach 100 goals. Nothing about Eddie Nketiah's game suggests a championship-caliber striker. He's also 25 years old, an age when most elite forwards are producing at a high level. You can watch Eddie Nketiah every week for a year, or more, and still not see a single aspect of his game that is, or projects to be, elite. There isn't a defender in the entire EPL losing sleep over how to contain Eddie Nketiah the next day. This raises the question of why Arteta rejected several offers for Nketiah. The fact that interest primarily came from mid-table teams like Crystal Palace, not title contenders in any of the major European leagues, speaks volumes about his low ceiling. Unfortunately, Arteta isn't listening. Eddie Nketiah isn't good enough, and he isn't improving. The sooner Arteta accepts this and moves on, the better. Slim chances of winter signings. Arteta can preach faith in Nketiah and Jesus all he wants, but it's painfully clear that financial fair play, FFP, is hindering the club's efforts to add reinforcements this winter. This underscores the absurdity of burning £65 million and £300,000 per week on Kai Havertz. All of this results in another season without trophies. At this point, finishing third or fourth is probably the best Arsenal can achieve. Current results are unacceptable, and accountability is needed. 5 years and £700 million into the Arteta experiment, the current situation at CF is unacceptable. At the end of the season, there must be a thorough and relentless investigation into why Arsenal entered another season so poorly equipped in the attack. Meanwhile, there will be some highs and some good wins. Unfortunately, as long as Arsenal fields second and third tier players as strikers, Arsenal fans can forget about major trophies. It's an unpleasant reality, but the truth hurts. If this issue is not significantly addressed in the off-season, Arsenal will find itself in the same situation next year, lacking goals, with Arteta trying to talk like a coach to get out of a problem largely of his own making. At that point, a very different investigation will be needed. The question is whether Arteta and Edu are the right men to lead this club.